Hello everybody, Sean here, and we're looking at the lead up to the second boss and then the second boss himself in the Crystal Tower. And what you're going to notice when you come to this side of the map, so after you beat the first boss, you warp back, go to the main chamber, and then take a right instead of a left. This will get you to this area. What you will notice right away is that there's three paths, so this works out perfectly. You got three parties. Party A goes left, Party B down the middle, Party C to the right. Next thing you're going to see is these three colored pads, and you're going to see the enemies, the Atomos. They're also going to have three colored rings. What you have to do is have 4 of your party members at all times stand on the colored pad. When they do, it will glow, and the ring around Atomos will disappear, allowing you to hit it. So basically, your 2 healers should always be on the pad. Any ranged DPS, Summoner, Black Mage, Bard, should also stand on the pad. If that number does not equal 4, then you will either have to have a tank also stand on the pad, or a melee DPS will have to stand on the pad. Although melee DPS is not ideal, so definitely would prefer a tank to be on the pad, not a melee DPS. The point is, it has to be 4. Whatever combination gets you there, it has to be 4. And it has to be 4 at all times. If you step off the pad, it will stop glowing, and the ring will reappear. The key here is that it will not be a ring around your Atomos. You'll notice that our Atomos is blue, but the pad is purple. So actually it will go to whoever's to your right. Or in the case of 3, it'll reset back to 1. So number 1's pad controls number 2's Atomos. Number 2's pad controls 3's Atomos, and number 3 controls 1. So it's very important that you stay on your pad, because you're actually going to hinder another party, not your own. You'll also notice during the fight, ads will spawn. So if you have one tank on the pad at the back, then the second tank should be coming up to the Atomos, grabbing the ads, and pulling them away towards the pad in the back. This will allow any DPS that are back there to do some damage, any melees, any other tanks. Basically, one tank should be on the pad at all times. The second should be pulling the ads towards the pad in the back so that they can be killed. Atomos himself has no attack, so he could just be DPS down at whatever pace is necessary. It's not a big race. If the allies that are in the back are having any difficulties, you should switch over and help them kill the ads and then come back to Atomos. There's no DPS check here. It's just kind of just take it slow and steady. Definitely ads prioritize over Atomos. So again, if you notice your group is having a little bit of trouble killing their ads quickly, especially the Dira, because they can launch some pretty devastating attacks, then go back, help them, and then you can go back to Atomos. The other thing to remember is once your Atomos is dead, that doesn't mean you can leave the pad. You can see my group actually jumped off a little too soon. You have to stay on that pad till the other Atomos is dead, because again, your pad controls the Atomos to your right. So you definitely have to stay on that pad, even if yours goes down. So after you kill that mini boss, again, he's not very difficult. Just slow and steady is going to win that race. You're going to come up here and you're going to see Thanatos, the second boss of Crystal Tower, and he has 3 friends around the outside of the arena. Again, 3 parties you're going to want to have split up. A is going to go to the leftmost magic pot, B can go to the far back, C to the right. I'm doing hand gestures, which you can't see, just putting that out there. The magic pots are going to cast invisible throughout this fight, which is the key mechanic of the fight. If you are invisible, you can hurt the boss. If you are not, you are going to be attacking the ads, because you will not be able to damage the boss. The magic pots, however, are going to be constantly getting aggro from ghosts that spawn. You have to, right there, perfect timing, Sandmans. You have to kill these ghosts, as the magic pots don't have a ton of health. They can take some hits, but they don't have a ton of health. So what you can actually do to aid this is your white mages, you just saw it go off. Your white mages can cast Stone Skin on the magic pot. It's very useful. It will absorb 3 or 4 hits before it wears off. And if they just keep spamming Stone Skin, you won't have much of a problem. So you should always at least try to good grammar. You should try to have a white mage at all times, or a scholar for that matter, at all times by your pot so that it can be healed. Again, try to assign the pots left to A, B in the far back, C to the right. That way, you always have a white mage or healer of some sort able to come over, heal that pot in a jam. Again, the whole mechanic of this fight is if you're invisible, you're on the boss. If you are visible, you're on ad. So right now you can see I'm currently visible, but a line is attached to me. That means I'm about to get cloaked up. Unfortunately, I got hit by terror, so I have to stand still because I'm terrorized. Once you are invisible, you can just jump on the boss. Whatever tank is currently invisible can go tank him for that period of time, or in some cases, as you can actually see right here, this other tank is still just tanking him. He's not letting any other tank grab hate, which is fine. This is totally doable, but that one tank isn't really going to be doing anything in the damage category. He's just kind of holding hate in one position, so that's fine. You don't really need a bunch of tanks running around grabbing aggro. The ghosts will automatically go to the magic pots. They have no choice in the matter. The nemesis will float around, so they kind of do need to be grabbed by a tank. When it comes to priorities in this fight, ghosts above everything, because the ghosts will make a beeline for the pots. If the pots die, that's one less pot casting invisible, so that means you're actually going to have a harder time killing the boss. If all the pots die before the boss does, that's basically a wipe. You're just going to have to kill your group's going to have to die, because without invisible you can't win the fight. So ghosts above everything, then the nemesis should die, and then the Thanatos, the final boss. If you have limit breaks, feel free to burn them on Thanatos, as they will get reset after this anyways. And if you are invisible and you notice things going badly, you can still attack everything else. Invisible people can attack whatever they want. They don't have to attack the boss. So if you notice a magic pot's about to die, if you notice a nemesis is just getting crazy out of control, jump off the boss for a second and go kill them. Again, this is a fight where slow and steady is going to win. This fight doesn't have any DPS checks. It doesn't require you to burn anything down in an extremely fast manner. You just have to survive. But there you go. That is the second boss of Crystal Tower. I thank you for watching, and we'll see everyone next time.